36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no gum chewing, no smoking, no driving or riding in a vehicle, no laying down or lounging. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staffs. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Mr. Wilson and Michael Wilson and Mr. Jeans, if you can unmute yourselves, please. Michael Wilson. All right, I'll come back to this matter. Ms. Davis and Mr. Zachary Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna call your matter now.
Okay.
You ready? Yes. All right. These are the matters of the people versus Zachary Williams. This is ticket number Z80515711, one count operating while intoxicated, first offense city. Also calling ticket number P666136, one count drove while unlicensed. Also calling ticket number 397476, one count no operator's license on person, one count no insurance. Appearances for the record, please, starting with counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tanisha Davis appearing on behalf of Mr. Zachary Williams, P71716.
And Mr. Williams, can you please unmute yourself and tell me your name?
Williams.
Counsel, I believe this is the date and the time set for some arraignments on bench warrants.
That is correct, Your Honor. Mr. Williams did learn that he had an outstanding warrant regarding, I believe, the OWI. We just learned about the unlicensed and no operator's license and no insurance. Nonetheless, we would ask that the bench warrant be set aside to allow us to proceed on this matter.
At this time, the court is going to remove the bench warrant. Are you asking for a not guilty plea to be entered on behalf of your client as well?
I am, Your Honor.
The court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding today, Attorney Davis?
Your Honor, I believe that the prosecutor is having some difficulty locating the files. They would like to schedule a pretrial in this matter to try and locate these documents. We would have no issue with that. I'm not sure what kind of time the prosecutor is looking for, though, because I would ask for not too much time, if possible.
Usually it doesn't take them a ton of time, but I'm going to give them a little time.
Okay.
It's a 2015 case that you're coming to see us about, Mr. Zachary Williams, okay? So we'll give them some time.
Okay.
One second. Okay. All right. Look at November the 19th at 8:35 a.m. for a pretrial.
Judge, I do have a conflict on the 19th. Is it possible to go the week after Thanksgiving, like that first week of December?
Let me look at the first week of December.
Okay.
That's not like a vacation.
Michael.
I'm just checking. I know you said in December, but I don't know for sure.
Unless the court is inclined to do the 18th, November 18th, I'm available if they don't, if the court doesn't have anything that first week.
All right. We can do November the 18th. That works for the court.
Okay.
And we'll do that still at 8:35 a.m. Mr. Williams, I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal in all of these matters. Come back with your attorney on that day, and we'll see if we can have some type of resolution at that time. Okay, Mr. Williams?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much. All right. Did you get in contact with your client, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, I contacted him. I know he's in the hospital because his mother is having a scan on her brain. So I'm not sure if he has a bad signal in there. He's trying to get back on now, though, Your Honor. I apologize for the inconvenience.
It's okay. We can be patient. Your name isn't Mr. Wilson. Your name is Mr. Jeans, but I keep seeing Wilson at the end of it, so I apologize.
It's Janess.
Janess.
Thank you.
Wow.
A little
Okay.
French. No? Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Wizak?
Yes, Judge, I'm ready for the next defendant.
All right, do you have Mr. Wilkerson? Wilkins? Do you have that one? Or no, Mr. Terrence White. I know you have that one. Terrence White?
Terrence White, I've got, yes.
All right, I'm sending you, he's room 14. Corporal, I can't see the end of your name.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What matter are you on today, sir?
I have an Asha Webb.
Yeah, it is set for a formal hearing today. Oh. She ever check in? Nope. All right, I'm gonna call this matter as soon as the attorney comes back in so that we can get it off, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
I think I got Mike Wilson back, Your Honor.
You did. All right, Mr. Wilson, can you show me your picture, please? And unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I muted you. Mr. Wilson, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes, sir.
right, you ready? All right. Can you stop walking for a moment too? I know you're by the hospital, he told. Okay. You ready? This is the people versus Michael Wilson. This is ticket number P1071870. One count failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. One count improper plate. One count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with attorney, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chester Janess, P83295, representing Mr. Michael Wilson, who's present on Zoom and consents to the hearing over Zoom. Mr. Wilson, would you please say your name for the record?
Michael Wilson.
This is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. How are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. My client stands mute and waives the formal reading of the information, and we ask that the bench warrant be removed.
At this time, the court is going to remove the bench warrant and enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's a valid plea that the city attorney made, and he wants to accept that plea.
Is that right, Mr. Wilson? You want to accept that plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, sir. Sir, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am. I was able.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to draw your attention back to the date of March the 3rd of 2020. At that time, were you driving a 2003 Ford vehicle in the area of Wyoming and Puritan streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did you have improper plates on it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it Janice?
Janess.
Janess. Attorney
Yes, Your
Janess?
Honor, satisfied.
Is stipulation to probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Honor.
All right, so at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to improper plates and dismiss the remaining counts, failed to display, as well as drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Mr. Wilson, are you currently employed and working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
I could pay it within 30.
Okay, you sure that's gonna be enough time, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna give you until December the 2nd of 2021 to have that paid, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then good luck today with your mom's surgery, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
guys.
wonderful day.
Thank you.
You too, thank you. All right. Mr. Wozniak, I need you to stand in for a matter real quick. It's on the docket. It's Miss Asha Webb, and I have the corporal on, and I just want to call this matter so that we can do a show up.
Okay. I'm here.
I believe you only have one more person to talk to, Vincent Weaver, and that should be it.
That's true, Judge. I do need to go back in with Mr. Wilson after that. And I do
Okay.
need, on Mr. Wilkerson, failed to secure load is probably a state ticket.
Okay.
Okay. But Asha Webb, I see on the docket. I'm good.
She was scheduled for a pre-trial and formal hearing, so that's at the end. So she didn't show up, so the bench warrant will be issued for the pre-trial. Default. Okay.
All right. Corporal, I don't want to mess up your last name.
Yes, Your Honor, it's helped.
Help. Okay, thank you. These are the matters of the people versus Asha Webb. This is ticket number P11562447. One count drove while license suspended. Ticket number P11562330. One count 16 to 20 miles over posted speed. One count no proof of insurance. One count no valid registration certificate. Also ticket number P11562446. One count defective brake lights. One count tinted windows. One count no rear view or defective mirror. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Daniel Wozak. My bar number is P35225. I appear as House Counsel on the Asha Webb matter.
And Corporal Help.
Yes, Corporal Nicholas Hub, badge 1789, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. This is the time and date set on a pre-trial for ticket number P11562447, the count of drove while license suspended. And a hearing on it's like formal hearings on ticket P 1156246 and ticket P 1156230. It's now 10 a.m. These matters were scheduled for 8:30 a.m. Council, at this time, the court is going to enter default judgments on the civil infraction counts. That's ticket P 1156246 and P 1156230, and enter a habeas on ticket number P 15647, which is the drove while license suspended.
I understand that, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. All right, thank you so much, Corporal.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. You and your staff have a great day.
You too, be safe. All right, Mr. Wazak, I'm going to put you into the room with Weaver, and then you said you needed to go to another room.
Yeah, and then after that, I need to go back to Wilson.
Okay, which one? Ned Wilson?
Yeah, Ned Wilson. So let's do Vincent Weaver.
Okay.
Great.
This is the last one I sent over, the initial one. I just sent that to Frank.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, sorry. Mr. Watson,
Yes, Your Honor.
I was trying to get your attorney out of the room. Is he in there with you right now?
He was. I'm with you now.
I do. I'm gonna ask him to come out again. Joe, did you have a chance to talk with him about your matter today?
Yeah, he said he was waiting on the email or something.
Mr. Watson, are you able to rejoin that room?
I'm not sure. They don't say like nowhere to.
Does it have breakout rooms at the bottom of your screen?
No, it just say participants, stop video, mute. No, ma'am.
Okay.
But we was in 8, I believe.
Okay. Are you on your phone?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you on the computer?
I'm on the phone.
Okay. Swipe to the left and see if it gives you the option to rejoin that room.
Oh, okay, I see it. All right.
Excuse me.
Yes. Good morning.
Hi, Ms. Davis. This is Leonte Wills. I know I'm kind of late. I want to see, can I still come to court?
10 a.m. What happened this morning?
Ben, my stuff keep getting pushed back. I forget I even had court.
Mr. Wells on the left.
Huh?
Hold on a minute, Mr. Wells, okay?
Okay.
What time?
Leontay.
Leon. He has another test, he gave me the pre-trial date of the 9 too.
I thought so. Mr. Wells, don't you have another court date as well?
You said what?
Don't you have another court date, Mr. Wells?
I thought you told me to come. You told me to log in October 21st.
He was here on September 2nd.
Yeah, I had put it on my phone. You said log back.
September 2nd for some reason. It was set for pre-trial. So you want to do it today, or you want to come back on the pre-trial?
Okay. I'm getting before all these tickets for today.
What's on the docket is right here. I had it scheduled
Okay, Mr. Wozniak, I'm gonna put you back in the room with Mr. Wilson, okay?
Yes, Ned Wilson,
Okay.
thank you.
You have one more person after that. Mr. Wells, hold on, we're gonna see, because we wanna be able to handle you all at one time, and I can see you're at work. I don't want you to get in trouble, so we're gonna see, we may have you come back on a different day so that we can make sure we handle everything. What time is your break at your company?
My break is at 12 o'clock.
Oh.
12:10. Like right now, they down, so this is the time I can really sit.
Okay, you're down though? Okay. Hold tight then, Mr. Wells. I know you are trying to you have appeared before me in court, and I know you're trying to get all these together. We're trying to work with you, okay? So just hold tight, okay?
Okay.
your docket for October 29th.
All right.
Hey, is it a
Mr.
spot
Wells?
right here? Can I sit right here? Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
schedule it for October the 29th, because we need to pull the other files too, because you have some later court dates in November. And so if you can sign back in on October the 29th at 8:35?
Yeah, give them 8:25.
8:25 a.m., then we'll pull all your cases and then we'll be able to handle it then.
Make sure he has some time.
Are you gonna have time that day?
You said so. Is it a way like that I could come to court like after 2 o'clock because I'm off at 2?
Hold on a minute, let me see. I do not want to. Today.
It's on Tuesday.
Thursday.
It's on Thursday. Let's do it next Thursday.
Okay, all right.
He- we gonna have him do this. And, you can, email the person, let them know that you did it. You got one night. Or they just want to do it with your last ticket. He said he'll get on to 2. Right, I don't want you to do that. Next Wednesday is what?
Next Wednesday is,
The 27th.
yes.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, Mr. Wells,
Yes.
next Wednesday at 2.
Next Wednesday at 2. And can I ask a question? Another question. When will my jury? Did you ever get it to with the jury trial or something?
Look familiar, Mr. Wells. Did that attorney ever contact? I said, did that attorney ever contact you, Mr. Wells?
No. Oh, that guy, he talked to me about that y'all really don't try to do jury trials with traffic or something. That's what he was saying.
We don't, but if you want one, then I mean, we'll provide you with one. Mr.
Come
Wells,
on, I'm poor. I don't have the money for y'all.
I know,
I'm just straight up with you.
I know. So, Mr. Wells, here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna call your matter and I'm going to set your bond so you don't get caught. And you're gonna sign in next,
You say next Wednesday?
next Wednesday at 2. So that's gonna be October the 27th. And then we'll discuss everything. We'll pull all of your tickets. We'll make sure we have that trial date that's already in place. I'll have an attorney assigned that will talk to you about that trial date. And so we can try and get these matters resolved, okay? But let me call your matter real quick, just so I can set it for retrial. You ready?
Okay.
This is the matter of people versus, is it Leontay Wells? I want to make sure I pronounce your name right. Am I pronouncing it right, Mr. Wells? Leontay Wells? Okay.
Yes.
This is ticket number SP 112046111. Count 1 is operator's license not on person. Count 2 is no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your name for the record, Mr. Wells.
Leontay Wells.
Thank you. This matter is today on the docket for a show cause hearing. The court is going to set that show cause aside and enter this matter for a pretrial next Wednesday at 2 p.m. And this is going to be able, so this is so that we can set up all the rest of his matters at that particular time. I do know, Mr. Wells, that you do need counsel. You have a trial coming up. We'll discuss that on that date as well. I wanted to see if that person actually spoke to you, and I'll get more information at that point in time so that we can make sure that we help you. You're not going to be penalized. We're not going to drag this out very far either, Mr. Wells. Okay, I know you have been coming back online and very attentive. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but I just don't want you to lose employment, and I'm trying to work with you so that we don't have that happen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when are you logging back in?
October the 27th at
Yes,
2.
at 2. Right when you get off work, log in so that you can be able to talk to an attorney and get this all straightened out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal, okay, Mr. Wells?
Okay, thank you.
All right, no, thank you. I know this has been a frustrating experience because you've seen me quite a few times already. So we're gonna get this worked out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, have a good day.
Are you too?
Okay, Mr. Wozak, I have one more matter for you to talk to. Adisha White. Did you get her offer? It would have been just sent, because we just got the offer.
Oh, just sent? Let me check. Yep. And bring it up. Print.
You have it?
It's in my mail, Judge. I'm opening it now, or trying to
Okay.
open it.
No, I understand. And then after you finish talking with her, I believe that's it. We'll close the room down and have them on.
Bingo. There it is. Yep. And that is. And then, Judge, there's 2 defendants who have the appropriate paperwork. So I thought maybe if you need the city attorney, we could retrieve them while we're doing the other pleas.
Yes, and who are those 2 folks?
Terrence White has his registration, and Vincent Weaver has his insurance.
All right, I'll do that while you're talking, okay?
Yep. Then I'll go talk to Ms. White.
Thank you so much. You say you having that?
Judge, I'm sorry to report, I probably need the state prosecutor on Miss Adisha White. There are like 3 or 4 tickets that haven't been addressed.
All right, so we have, 888 tickets being handled, right?
88 count 3, 89 count 1, and 979335 count 1.
You said the 335 one?
Yeah, there's a
Okay, that'll be as a part of the police. And what was the other concern?
SP 338 388 count 3 and SP 338 389 count 1.
All right. Give me 1 second on her thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Hold tight. Put yourself on mute for me. Okay, go ahead, officer.
36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no gum chewing, no smoking, no driving, no riding in the vehicle, no laying down or lounging. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Ms. York, you can unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning. You ready? This is the matter of the people versus Denise York. This is ticket number P11683229. One count 1 to 5 miles over posted speed. One count no proof of insurance. One count no receipt of unsigned registration. Also calling ticket number P11683344. One count drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Daniel Wazak, P35225. Ms. York, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Denise York.
Your Honor, there's an offer from the city and she'd like to accept it and tender a plea.
Is that right, Ms. York?
Yes.
Okay, and so please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Ms. York, did you have the opportunity to talk to an attorney about your case in private?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of February the 23rd of 2022. No, 2021. We're not in 2022 yet. Were you driving a 2006 Ford vehicle in the area of Evergreen Road and Schoolcraft in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was your license suspended?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Wozniak?
Yes, Judge, I am.
Wozniak, I'm sorry, Wozniak. And it's not a stipulation because the other counts are civil infractions. So the court will dismiss the remaining counts as civil infraction and will allow the plea to be amended to improper placement. Are you currently employed?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
In 30 days.
Is that gonna be enough time, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do no later than December the 2nd. Okay?
So I have to pay $200?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Will I be able to get my license back?
So you may have some reinstatement fees. As long as you pay those reinstatement fees as well, then they send clearance to the Secretary of State's office and you can apply to get your license back.
Okay, I just need to talk to the Secretary of State after I make the payment.
Yes, that's right. So as soon as you make all the payments, you make all the payments to us, though. And then once you
Okay.
have that clearance, automatically send it, and then you'll be able to apply for your license.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, but wait until tomorrow to go online and try and pay this. Give the clerks a moment to put this into the system.
Okay.
All right, have a great day.
Oh, I can leave?
Yes, you can leave. You're all set, man.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I believe Mr. Weaver had insurance. Okay, thank you. Mr. Vincent Weaver?
Yes.
Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Vincent Weaver. This is ticket number P10876601. One count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Daniel Wozak for the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name, please?
My name is Vincent Weaver.
Your Honor, Mr. Weaver and I had some discussion about his case. He does have valid insurance through Progressive, and he took it to the Secretary of State to get his registration on his new vehicle on October 2nd, 2021.
Right. And as being an officer of the court, now that he is properly insured, the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Make sure you always keep your insurance up to date, okay, Mr. Weaver?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. You can sign off.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Ned Wilson? Mr. Wilkinson, did the attorney have an opportunity to speak with you yet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I wasn't sure. All right, I just want to make sure. I'm gonna call your matter next, okay? Now I'm gonna do
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Wilson. Okay. Good. This is the matter of the people versus Ned Wilson. This is ticket number 376557. One count, open intoxicant inside vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Wilson, please tell the judge your name.
Ned Wilson.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilson and I had a long discussion. He would like to have a jury trial and is asking the court to direct the city to preserve the body cam video.
I was asking for dismissal of case 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna grant the dismissal, but thank you for asking. All right, so the court will preserve the body cam. It's probably gonna need an attorney for this. Hold tight. Do you have the ability to afford an attorney?
No, not right now.
He's only working part-time, Judge.
Hold on, Mr. Wilson, I'm gonna have to pass over your matter for a moment. Mr. Barney, did you have an opportunity, did you need something?
Your Honor, we had an opportunity to receive the offer. My client wishes to accept it.
Okay, all right, give me 1 second.
Excuse me.
Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is a matter of the people versus Edward Wilkerson. This is ticket number P11402220. One count of failed to secure load. Appearances for the record, starting counsel.
Daniel Wozniak for the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name?
Edward McKinley Wilkerson.
Your Honor, as I indicated earlier, I believe, is this a state ticket?
It's written as a ordinance violation.
I'll be darned. Then I didn't get a recommendation from the city on Mr. Wilkerson.
All right, the recommendation is, just so you can write it down, 12-month delay sentence.
I was simply going to say as an officer of the court, they normally will submit to a delayed sentence. Mr. Wilkerson, what that means is if you pay the ticket, they'll wait a year to make sure it doesn't happen again, and then they will dismiss the matter. Is that all right with you?
Perfectly all right.
Then we could go forward, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Wilkerson, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, they did not.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
I am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
I do.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward with your trial? With your plea today?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to take your attention back to the date of November the 27th of 2020. Were you in the area of East Nichols and Van Dyke Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And while you were in that area, did you fail to secure a load properly?
I did.
Satisfied, attorney?
Yes, Judge, I am.
And the court is satisfied as well and will accept the plea to fail to secure a load. I'm going to assess a fine today, Mr. Wilkerson, in the amount of $200. You're going to have 12 months to pay this because as long as you come back, you don't have any new tickets or anything, this case is going to be dismissed. Okay?
Okay.
Now, like a plan?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'm going to have this matter scheduled for, and I anticipate that it will still be online via Zoom. October, it's a Friday, October the 21st of 2022 at 8:35 a.m. No tickets. You have this $200 fine paid at that time, and we will dismiss this matter, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, this concludes this hearing. Thank you.
All right. Good.
Have a good day.
All right.
All right. Mr. Where's your client at? Did he come back into the room yet? Mr. Barney?
Mr. Watson?
Yeah, okay, I'm inviting him to come back into the room right now. I'm gonna call him after I call Mr. Bontrell Williams. Mr. Bontrell Williams?
Speaking.
Okay. All right, sir. Are you able to activate your camera or no?
Yes. Hold on. Okay, there you go.
Thank you. All right, you ready? This is the matter of the people versus Bontrell Williams. This is ticket number P11422373. One count failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. One count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. One count no insurance listing. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Daniel Wozniak with the defendant. Sir, will you tell the judge your name?
Bontrell Williams.
Your Honor, it's my understanding he'll be pleading to count 2 of that ticket. Counts 1 and 3 will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Williams, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Williams, I want to take you back to the date of December the 7th of 2020. Were you in the area of Grand River Avenue and West Brook Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And while you were in that area, did you drive a 2008 Chevy vehicle and it was unregistered or untitled at the time?
Yes, it was.
Satisfied, Attorney Wildcat?
Yes, Judge, I am satisfied.
Is there stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Judge, we stipulate.
Thank you. So at this time, the court is going to enter the plea to drove while licensed, drove unregistered or untitled vehicle, and dismiss the other two counts on this too. Mr. Williams, it looks like you're employed, so I'm going to assess a fine today in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
30 days.
Is that going to be enough time, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have you do no later than December the 2nd, 2021, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
That concludes the-
Excuse me. I come down to pay.
You can either come down to the court physically, you can go online to 36districtcourt.org and pay that way. You can go to one of the DivDat machines, they're usually in CVS's or Walgreens around the city, and pay there. You can also call them and pay out your total. So you can pay any of those. But you can physically come down here, just make sure you have your mask.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
I can get that.
You too. Mm-hmm. Everybody gonna have to pay $200.
Is I'm with you, the attorney? I need you to tell her we shoot for dismissal, bro.
Mr. Wilson, I cannot make that motion unless the other side is present. That would not be fair. That's why we're setting a court date, so that the other side can be here, and then we can make whatever motions we need to make. But both sides need to be present. Thank you.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know that he's muted, but I muted him because we can't have discussions in open court about cases.
That makes sense, Judge. Thank you.
He has to hold tight. You gotta hold tight, sir. All right, Mr. Barney, I'm gonna do your matter now. Mr. Watson, if you could unmute yourself, please.
I'm good, Judge.
Okay, I know you have one more person, Mr. Wazak, and I can't get the other people to come out. I'm trying to get that offer right now, so if you just hold tight, and then if and I'll close down all the phones, it'll force the other two people that you talked to already to come out, so just hold tight. Mr. Barney, you ready?
I'm ready, Your Honor.
This is the matter of the people versus Robert Watson. This is Z ticket 808244. One count of operating while intoxicated. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please this honorable court, Jerome Barney, P. 28321, representing Mr. Robert Watson. Mr. Watson, state your name for the record.
Robert Watson.
Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to review the offer. Could the court put that on the record, please?
Yes, at this time, the city is offering that Mr. Watson can plead to a reduced count of operating while visibly impaired in this particular matter. Is that something you want to take advantage of?
And I've explained to Mr. Watson that this is a reduced plea and that he has a right to a trial by judge or jury. He understands that by accepting this plea, he's going to give up his right to a trial by judge or jury. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to move forward today, Mr. Watson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, sir. Sir, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking a guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of on or about April the 11th of 2021. Were you driving a vehicle in the area of Central Street and Retirement Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes, that's why I got pulled over at. Yes.
And you got pulled over, you were the actual driver of the vehicle?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you visibly impaired?
Yes.
Was that impairment due to intoxication of alcohol?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Barney?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied as well and will accept the plea to operating while visibly impaired for this particular matter. I'm going to have a sentencing date, sir, where you're going to come back and court will articulate what it's going to do on that date and time. Mr. Barney, let me know, does December the 16th work for you?
Just a second, Your Honor. Let me consult.
Absolutely. And while he's doing that, Mr. Watson, do you have a pen?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you have a pen where you can write down a number?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you the number for probation. It's 313-965-3414. After we get off this call, if this date works. Does that work, Mr. Attorney Barney?
It does work. Did you say you said the 16th of November or December?
December, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
It's okay. Thank you.
Yes. Thursday, December 16th.
Okay, we just have to give them enough time. We have to give probation services enough time to do it, and it's a holiday, so it has to push back a little bit. That's why. Okay, so we're going to come back on December the 16th, 2021 at 8:35 a.m. for your sentencing. Okay. If you have any bond conditions in place, those remain, such as no drinking, no illegal drugs, certainly no drinking and driving. Okay, Mr. Watson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, bond is continued. Do you have
Thank you.
anything, Attorney?
Does that conclude this matter, Your Honor?
That does conclude this matter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Let's see.
I can leave now, Your Honor.
Yes, you
sorry.
can, Mr. Watson. No, you're fine. Yes.
You think we'll be able to do that though? Just give her the name and the case number, let them know that they got charged for that and they was driving and I wasn't. So we won't waste any more time. We'll have to go to trial and do all of that. And when we can just bring it to our attention.
Your Honor, perhaps Mr. Wilson and I should go back in a breakout room. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, you have to, does it give you the opportunity to join that room, the breakout room? Either at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. If she tell you to mute it, then you hit that button.
Okay, Mr. Williams, I'm trying to get you out the breakout room, hold tight.
Yes, Judge Taylor. No, they had a show close today. Yes. 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 Okay. Not a question. So they gonna call the, you wanna email the response to Judge Taylor? My email is Carmen dot at 36 district court. Okay. Thank you. I don't know, you have a great day, Bruce. No. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. She's gonna contact someone and she's gonna email me. I told her that you email me.
Is she the right person?
Yes, yes, because I asked her, I didn't know yet. She said, well, okay. And I don't know.
Judge, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Mr. Ned Wilson is extremely adamant, let me put it that way. And at this point, it appears that his case is scheduled for a show cause hearing. He would like the court to hold the show cause hearing. I'm sorry, I saw your reaction. Mine too. I'm sorry to drop it back in your lap.
It's not your fault.
And I will just remind the court, there's a failure to appear May 27 of 2021 on the ROA. And then I believe he must have, and then on 7/8, it was scheduled for the show cause hearing. I don't know if he appeared. Oh, that was rescheduled due to the court power outage. So the 7/8 show cause couldn't take place.
Okay.
So I guess it was set for show cause 7/8. And like I said, there was a power outage.
Okay. He didn't come to the original court date though, correct?
Let me look and see. He's been down a couple of times, yes. Let me see. He has a $500 bond posted. He appeared in 2017. Oh, that's the other thing I have to tell you, Judge. There is no possibility at all that that body cam is even available. As Officer Delbosky testified yesterday in another courtroom, they only keep them for 90 days.
90 days, yeah. It's 2017. Okay. I should have looked at that.
On September 5th, there was an adjournment for the people because the officer was on the sick list. And that was back in 2017. So I presume he was here back then. And then 11/6, there's a failure to appear also. So he failed to appear in 2017, and then he failed to appear at that time in May of 2021. Or 11/17.
I'm gonna try and finish up the rest of the matters though first.
Judge. Oh, Judge, in his case, on March 4th, it was set for trial. And it's trial day that he failed to appear.
Okay.
Okay. And Judge, the very bottom line to his defense is claiming someone else was driving the car.
Okay. I'm still trying to get an offer for you for that other young lady. Mr. David Williams came in the courtroom though, so we can handle his matter while we're waiting.
Oh, yes.
Mr. David Williams, if you can unmute yourself for me, please. Mr. David Williams?
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me? Are you able to activate your video camera?
Oh, start video.
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't see you.
You can't hear me?
No, we need to
I can
see
hear
you,
you, I
Mr.
can't see
Williams.
you.
Oh,
Can you point the camera to your face?
can you see me now?
We're getting better, a little bit more.
All right, thank you, Mr.
There you go. Now
Williams.
just hold it there. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the matter of the people versus David Williams. Ticket number P11258879. One count improper plates, one count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
I'm Daniel Wazak for the defendant. Mr. Williams, please tell the judge your name.
David Williams.
Your Honor, Mr. Williams would accept the offer from the city and plead to count 1 on the ticket ending 5879.
If that's the truth, can you please raise your right hand, Mr. Williams? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, sir. Sir, did you have the opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking a guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Williams, I want to take your attention back to the date of October the 22nd of 2020. Were you in the area of I know this word too, and I just can't get it to process in my head. It is you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in Lakewood Streets in the city of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving a 2006 Jeep vehicle at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have improper plates on the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, attorney?
Yes, Judge, I am. I'm satisfied.
And is there stipulation for probable cause on the counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Judge, we stipulate.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to count 1, improper plates, and dismiss counts 2 and 3 at this time. Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Williams. My brain froze up. Are you currently employed? Mr. Williams, are you currently?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
When was the last time you had employment?
Well, I worked at a landscaping company. They, due to the coronavirus, they laid me off about 3.5 weeks ago, but I'm supposed to start back next week.
All right. So here's what I can do today. I can either impose a fine, and then give you a long period of time to have that paid back, or I can do community service. What would you like to do?
I didn't understand you, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can either impose a community service in lieu of a fine, or I can fine you a certain amount of money, $200, but I will give you a long period of time to be able to pay that back since you're not currently working right today.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good. I can do that.
You want to do the fine, and I just give you an extended period of time to pay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna fine you $200, but I'm going to give you until February 17th to have it paid, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Will that give you enough time, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, February 17th of 2022. That way, hopefully you are employed next week, and it gives you enough time to be able to catch up on other things if you need and still pay this $200 fine, okay?
Yes, ma'am. How soon will my payment be posted when I pay it?
It posts that day. So if you give us the opportunity to upload it into the computer system, so checking back tomorrow, whenever you make the payment, that's when it posts into the system.
And then how soon can I go to the Secretary of State and apply for my driver's license?
So if you have any Secretary of State fees, when you go to the website, or if you come down physically to 36, they'll be able to tell you how many reinstatement fees. Once you pay everything, the court automatically sends clearance to the Secretary of State office, letting them know that you can now apply for your license.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Williams. If you don't have anything further, that concludes this hearing for today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay.
She's gonna send you the offer now, okay? Mr. Wazak for, Miss White. And then I'll be able to
Thank you.
send you back. In there. Thank you.
Why did it not print it?
All right, you have it now?
I do have that. I do have it, Judge. I just have to print it.
Okay, I'll put you on room number 2. Let her know what's happening.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Williams, you were on yesterday. Mr. Aaron Williams.
Yes, ma'am. I was here yesterday.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
Okay. Well, my job is saying that there are other charges from an incident that had happened. I don't know if it's coming up on you guys' side. I'm not sure. But they're saying there are other charges that I'm facing that keeps coming up in their system.
Those might be criminal matters. Mr. Williams, I only do traffic. Do you have some open, felony or misdemeanor?
Give them the courtroom phone number.
Okay.
Speak to you.
All right. I'm gonna give you a number. You ready to write down the number?
1 second, please.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, 313.
313
965
965
2293.
93.
Yes, you're gonna call my court. You're gonna speak to the court clerk, and she's gonna be able to help you out. Okay? So hang up from now and call the court. Okay?
Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out, Mr. Williams. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There, I'm good on Miss White.
Yes, I need the case number. This is Dave Williams to pay the fee.
Do they have you on there?
It
The
says
host has opened.
start video.
Please wait to be assigned. Yeah.
Oh, start video.
Yeah, you can. He could probably hear you. Go ahead. Oh, the video is them seeing you. You just need to
Oh,
say something.
sorry. Sorry, Mr. Williams, I can hear you. Okay. Can you hear me, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am. I need the case
Give you the
number.
case. I know, I'm gonna give you the case number, but you probably not, it's not gonna be updated right now because this isn't instantaneous, okay? So you're gonna have to give the clerk a moment to be able to update all of this information, okay? Here's the case number. It's the ticket SP 112587 and then it's gonna, it should bring it up. Count 1, 2, and 3. You're on mute, sir.
Okay.
Ask her to repeat it for you.
Can you repeat it for me, please?
Yes. SP
That's
11258791.
9-1. Yes, ma'am. I got it now.
Okay. Don't try and pay it today though, because it's not gonna be updated in the system. So it's gonna look like you don't have anything but the Secretary of State fees, and that's not gonna be correct. So don't try and pay it today. Wait until tomorrow to try and pay it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're good. You can come out of it now. Come out of it completely.
Okay. Here's what?
Your Honor.
Okay. So what I've been trying to get you out the room for a while and I couldn't get it. I don't know what's going on. This is the matter of People versus Terrence White. This is ticket number P111633. One count of drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Please tell the judge your name, sir.
Terrence White.
He would like to plead to the amended charge of improper plates, Judge.
Did he have his vehicle registered now?
Oh, yes, that's true. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at my notes. He did get it registered on September 24, 2021.
All right.
And he did show me that.
All right. Did you have registered your vehicle at this time? They are going to dismiss it without prejudice, okay? All right, make sure you keep your vehicle registered and keep all your things up to date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adisha White?
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce your name, ma'am?
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Thank you. These are the matters of the People versus Adisha White. This is ticket number P338389. One count use and display license belonging to another. Ticket number P338388. One count no insurance misdemeanor. One count drove while license not valid or improper license. One count supply false information and or ID to police officer. Also calling ticket number P979335. One count driver's license expired. Appearances for the record, please, starting with counsel.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Ms. White, please tell the judge your name.
Adisha White.
Your Honor, there is a ticket listed on the city recommendation that is not listed on the docket, so I don't know if you have it in your folder. It's P338387. And they were recommending that P387 be dismissed.
I don't have it, but I will dismiss it.
Thank you.
One of the it's broke. I'll make sure, I'll check though. We'll check and make sure. If it's a part of the plea though, I will dismiss it.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Then she would accept both offers, one from city, one from state.
Okay. Is that right, Ms. White?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Ms. White, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, thank you, that you will give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
2019. The offer is from 2019, Mr. Wozak. That's why it's on there. It's in default now.
Oops.
But the court will take it out of default.
Thank you, Judge. That is my motion.
Did you get all her advice right, okay?
You know what? If you read it, I got it. Okay.
All right. And Ms. White, you know that by pleading guilty today, you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, you still want to proceed today?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to draw your attention back to the date of December the 22nd of 2014. Were you driving a then 1996 Toyota vehicle in the area of Warrington and Margarita Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the police officer who stopped you?
Yes.
Also, on the date of March the 19th of 2019, were you driving at that time a 2007 Ford vehicle in the area of East Davidson and Moraine Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at that time, did you fail to display a valid operator's license to that police officer who stopped you?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Wozak?
Yes, yes, Judge. I'm satisfied on both.
Okay, is there a stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, we stipulate.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of failure to display on ticket ending in 335, as well as the amended charge of failure to display on ticket ending 388, count 2, and dismiss the remaining matters in this particular matter. Are you currently employed, Ms. White?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to assess a fine today in the amount of $380. That's $190 per ticket. That's the minimum court cost fees for both of those.
Okay.
How long will that take you to pay? It's going to take you to pay 60 or 90 days.
I can just do 60.
Okay. That's going to be enough time, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have it do no later than January 20th of 2022. Then, okay?
Okay.
All right. 190 per ticket. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Nelson, I'm gonna recall your case. Wilson, Mr. Wilson. All right, you can unmute yourself.
Mr. Wilson, you're sideways again. Thank you.
This is the matter of the people versus Ned Wilson, recalling this matter, ticket number 376557, one count open intoxicant inside vehicle. Appearances for the record again, please.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant.
Mr.
Sir, will you
Wilson,
tell the
say-
judge your name, please?
I'm Ned Wilson.
Your Honor, this matter is scheduled for a show cause hearing this morning. I explained that to Mr. Wilson when he asked why the officers were not present. It would relate to his failure to appear on May
No, I didn't ask you that.
May 28, 2021.
All right. And Mr. Wilson, you're saying you didn't ask him that. What are you asking of this court?
I asked them, I said, this is probably like the third time I had came to court and I had showed up and they didn't. And I do want to take my time to apologize to the prosecutor because last time I came, I was a little irritated about the situation, which somebody had already got charged for this and I got charged again for this. So I was trying to tell my prosecutor this matter should be throughout. Somebody else had already got charged. I was not driving the vehicle. I did not have no liquor in the vehicle and everything's on tape. So I didn't want to even go that far to even show that the officers made a mistake. It's not my car. Somebody else got charged named Alex Taylor. And I was just trying to tell him that. And last time I was there, I want to apologize because I kind of came off wrong to the prosecutor.
So how are we proceeding today? I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but how are we proceeding today? We're having this matter.
We're not guilty.
First off, Mr. Wilson asked me to make a motion to dismiss. I would make that motion based upon the age of this ticket, even though it does not fall within the city's 7-day rule. Number one, it's a 2017 ticket. He has appeared in the past. He wanted to rely on a
Hey, two bonds, two, for this matter.
Mr. Wilson.
You can't interrupt the attorney. No, Mr. Wilson, you have to let the attorney have the opportunity to talk and articulate on your behalf. I know that you want to present all the information that you want to present, but you have to allow him to talk. You can't keep interrupting him when he's trying to speak. He's here to represent you. Allow him to do so. And then at the end of this, I'll ask if you have something that you want to add. Go ahead, Mr. Wozak.
So once again, Judge, it's a 2017 case. He has appeared several times in the past, and he wanted to rely on a body cam video that clearly will no longer be available because it's past the 90 days. So there is prejudice to him, I guess, in terms of an earlier failure to appear by the officers, but that was due to the officer being on the sick list. But that's the basis, those are the bases for my motion to dismiss.
All right, and at this time, the court is going to deny that motion. I believe that there was an original court date set a while ago where back in 2017, when Mr. Wilson didn't appear, it's kind of been moving on. And we were trying to get this case for a while. The judge at that time found due cause to allow the adjournment and the officer to sit. And the rest of the time, we've been trying to get this case back on track. So I'm not going to dismiss it today. I'm going to deny your motion.
Then with regard to the show cause, Judge, I would ask that that be set aside. Mr. Wilson did appear today. He's posted several bonds, so I'd ask you to find him not in contempt of court.
At this time, the court will certainly do that. I'll set aside the show cause and allow those bonds to be.
Then our last item of business, Judge, is Mr. Wilson is requesting a jury trial in this matter. I don't think he has sufficient funds to hire an attorney. He probably needs to fill out an indigent defendant requests.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself now, Mr. Wilson. All right.
Can two people get charged for the same ticket, Your Honor?
Yes, they can. They can. They can. Two people can be charged for the same. Let me tell you, Mr. Wilson. Two people can be charged for the same thing.
For driving the car that I wasn't driving, I can get charged for driving the car?
Listen, Mr. Wilson, I want you to listen to what the charge is, okay? It's open intoxicants inside a vehicle. It doesn't say anything about driving. It doesn't say anything about you moving. It doesn't say anything about you being the driver of that vehicle. The charge is open intoxicants inside of a vehicle. The court can charge driver and it can charge passenger. It can charge those two counts. Those are two separate counts. But right now, it just says open intoxicants inside a vehicle. Okay? All right. So it's my understanding that you would like to have a jury trial. I just want to inform you right now that we're currently not having trials for traffic matters. Not as of today, right now, today. Now that may change and we may be able to have a jury trial in front of the court within the near future, but I haven't been given a set date. So we can definitely set it for a jury trial. I do want to get you counsel though, so that you can be able to have a set person in place. Is that how you want to proceed today?
Yes, jury trial.
You have that.
No, she haven't said that. You can, you know what, you can tell him what you're talking about. You want to see, I guess we can set this and then we'll get the information.
All right, Mr. Wilson, are you able to access the chat? I'm going to send you a chat message because I need some information from you. I'm going to set the jury trial, but someone's going to reach out to you about providing counsel. I'm going to see if I can send you a message. Now, if you want to have a bench, we could do that sooner, then we could probably do a jury trial if that's an option for you. Did you get the text message?
Yes.
What's your zip code, sir? Do you know?
48221.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to set this is for a jury trial on January 20th of 2022.
Can you do another date?
Like what day?
Any date but the 20th. That's my birthday.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The show cost started 8:45 and accepted 1:30.
We're gonna put it on February 1st, 2022 at 9 a.m. Now we'll have to be in person. So what I've been told is that the Friday before, we're going to have, they'll send you out some documents and some information. We'll have what's called a pre-trial on that Friday to make sure that we're still moving forward on that Tuesday for the bench trial.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat it? I can't.
So on that Friday before, it's going to be a final pre-trial. Okay? So you'll get information in the mail about a final pre-trial on January 28th that you need to come to, just to make sure that we're still moving forward with the jury trial that Tuesday. So then we'll talk about how we're going to have the jury trial on February the 1st, 2022 at 9 a.m. Okay? Hopefully we're able to have it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal. And if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
You said how much?
$0 personal. You already put a bond in place. So bond is going to continue at what it is. You pay for a bond. I just wanted to, I'm going to make the bond continue.
So it's going, so the bond come back to me?
No, I'm making the bond continue. Because I need to ensure that you come back to court. This is a 2017 case. We need to dispose of it at some point.
I've been ready to get over. I've been coming. The officers ain't coming. They've been sick.
Let me tell you, I have notes. You know what happened back in November 6th of 2017?
Can you tell me? I know it's a sticky pad by my name. I know it's a sticky pad by my name or something.
It said that you were scheduled for a bench trial November the 6th of 2017, and it says failed to appear at that time, bench warrant. So it's not like the court is holding you hostage.
No. What about I'm saying? What about the time that I showed and they didn't come? I came 3 times, and this is a petty ticket that was misunderstanding.
Okay, so you can set it for another bench trial. It's still going to be that same date, but you can just wait and see if we're able to have jury trials at that point in time. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm just saying, if I just say guilty, can I be done and get a fine and just be done with this? If I say guilty, would I get a fine and be done? I don't want to because I know I'm right, but just to get it over with.
So just hold tight. If you know you're right, but you got to show up, okay? I see the notes. I see officers didn't show up and stuff like that, okay? But at that point in time, they have valid reasons why. If you are saying that you are not guilty, hold your not guilty plea, and we'll see what happens on February 1st, okay?
But I'm just saying, you said you recognized it too. It's been 5 years of chaos, and the pandemic don't came. I'm trying to get rid of this. I don't want to have to come down there no more. I got every ticket that I paid, every ticket. See how much money I just paid to y'all. Do you see how much money I just paid to y'all to clear all of that stuff up? I ain't got a ticket down there. I have no tickets down there.
Put your listening ears on. Can you put your listening ears on? I need you to calm down, take a deep breath. I know you're trying to clear up everything. Do you want to have a bench trial instead where I will be the trier and the finder of the facts in this particular matter?
I'm trying to say, if I just plead guilty, can I get a fine and be done with this?
I'm not letting you plead guilty at this point in time. You said you didn't do it. Do you want to have a bench trial before me at the court, or you want to continue with your jury trial? I'll be the finder of facts, and I'll do it a month out from now.
Y'all ain't got the tapes no more, so what you gonna be fighting the facts off of?
You so busy talking, Mr. Wilson.
I'm saying, I'm listening to what you said, though.
Mr. Wilson. Process what I'm saying. I'm gonna give you two options, okay? We can keep this February 1st date and have the jury trial. We can do a bench trial where they'll subpoena the officers and see if they come to court that day via Zoom in about a month and see what happens at that point in time. Those are your two options today. Unmute yourself. I muted you. Think about it. You don't have to do either way, but how do you want to proceed?
I'm gonna go with my first mind. I'm gonna do the jury.
Okay, all right. We'll see you February 1st, 2022.
All right.
All right. There's nothing further. Bond continue. We'll see you then, sir. Okay?
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.